Welcome to Sam Podcast.
Enjoy listening to English every day.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Season 3 of the Sam Podcast. We'll be talking about business plans this season with me, Mr. Sam. Today's episode is about something that many people love, music. But we're not talking about singing or performing today. Instead, we're discussing how to write a business plan for a music store. Now, opening a music store can be a dream for people who love instruments, sound equipment, and the music community. But turning that dream into a real business requires careful planning. And joining me today is a special guest who knows quite a bit about retail and the creative industries. Please welcome Miss Amanda Lopez, a business consultant who has worked with several music retailers and creative entrepreneurs.
Thank you, Sam. I'm really excited to be here today. Talking about music businesses is always fun.
Amanda, before we start, I want to say something that might surprise you.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
I think writing a business plan for a music store is actually not very complicated.
Oh, Sam, I already disagree.
Of course you do.
Music stores can be very complex businesses.
Really? To me, it seems simple. Sell guitars, sell drums, sell keyboards, and make musicians happy.
If only it were that easy.
The debate begins. Let me explain my idea. If someone wants to open a music store, the business plan just needs 3 things. A, decide what instruments to sell. B, find the good location. C, advertise to musicians. That's it.
Sam, that's not a business plan.
That's a shopping list.
All right, fair enough. A real business plan must consider the market, customers, finances, suppliers, and long-term strategy.
Okay, I see where this conversation is going. Let's begin with the first section of any business plan. What is it?
The executive summary.
Ah, yes, the famous one-page summary.
Exactly.
Explain it for our listeners.
The executive summary provides a quick overview of the entire business concept. It answers key questions like, what kind of music store is it? Who are the target customers? What products will be sold? And what makes the store unique?
So it's like the introduction to a story.
Exactly.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Imagine a store called Harmony Music Shop. The executive summary might say, Harmony Music Shop will provide high-quality musical instruments, accessories, and beginner lessons for local musicians, students, and hobbyists.
That sounds quite professional already.
Exactly. The executive summary should immediately explain the business idea.
Step 2. Business description.
Correct. This section explains the background and purpose of the business.
What should be included here?
Several important elements: the mission of the music store, the vision for the future, the type of products and services offered, and the business structure.
Mission statements again.
I know you're not a big fan.
But they matter. Give us an example mission.
Sure. Our mission is to inspire creativity and support musicians by providing high-quality musical instruments, expert advice, and a welcoming community space.
I must admit that actually sounds inspiring.
Exactly. Music stores are often community hubs.
Now we move to something very important, market research.
Yes, this section is crucial.
What should entrepreneurs research before opening a music store?
3 main things: target customers, competitors, and industry trends.
Target customers. Let's talk about customers first. Who typically shops at a music store?
Several types of customers: beginner musicians, professional musicians, music teachers, schools, and bands.
Each group probably buys different products.
Exactly. Beginners might buy entry-level guitars, keyboards, starter drum kits. Professional musicians might buy high-end instruments, studio equipment, specialized accessories.
So the business plan must identify the main audience.
Yes, without a clear target market, the store may struggle to compete.
Now let's talk about competitors.
This is a very important step.
What kinds of competitors should be analyzed?
Other music stores, online retailers, and large electronic stores selling instruments.
Online retailers must be a big challenge.
Absolutely. Many musicians buy instruments online because of lower prices.
So how can a physical music store compete?
By offering something online stores cannot provide.
Such as?
Instrument testing, expert advice, repair services, music lessons.
Ah, yes, the experience.
Exactly.
Let's talk about products.
Music stores offer many categories of products.
Let's list a few.
Common music store products include guitars, keyboards, drum kits, violins, microphones, audio equipment, sheet music, instrument accessories.
That's a lot of inventory.
Yes, which is why inventory planning is critical.
What about services?
Great question. Music stores often offer services such as instrument repairs, music lessons, and equipment rentals.
Those services can generate extra income.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about the store itself.
Location plays a big role in success.
What makes a good location?
Several factors: high visibility, easy parking, close to schools or music academies, and accessible public transportation.
Interesting. Being near schools could bring student customers.
Exactly.
Music stores also need a special atmosphere.
Yes, customers should feel inspired when they walk in.
Maybe they hear someone playing guitar in the background.
Exactly. A welcoming environment encourages customers to stay longer.
Let's talk marketing.
Marketing is very important for music stores.
What strategies work well?
Several approaches: social media promotion, local music events, partnerships with music teachers, and online sales platforms.
Local events sound interesting.
Yes, music stores can host live performances, instrument workshops, and beginner music classes.
That would attract musicians.
Exactly.
Next comes the operations plan.
This section explains how the business will operate daily.
What should be included?
Things like staff roles, store hours, inventory management, and supplier relations.
Employees must know about instruments.
Definitely. Music store employees often need musical knowledge to help customers.
Finally, we reach the financial section.
The part everyone fears. The financial plan should include startup costs, monthly expenses, revenue forecasts, and profit projections.
Opening a music store could cost quite a bit.
Yes, startup costs might include store renovation, instrument inventory, sound equipment displays, and marketing campaigns.
The total could be $50,000 to $200,000 depending on size.
Exactly.
All right, Amanda, after this long conversation, I must admit something.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
I think writing a business plan for a music store is actually not very complicated.
Oh, Sam, I already disagree.
Of course you do.
Music stores can be very complex businesses.
Really, to me it seems simple. Sell guitars, sell drums, sell keyboards, and make musicians happy.
If only it were that easy.
Well, everyone, that brings us to the end of today's episode of the SAM Podcast. Today we explored how to write a business plan for a music store, including market research, product strategy, marketing plans, and financial planning.
Thank you so much for listening. We hope this discussion helps anyone who dreams of opening their own music store.
And remember, every great business begins with a great plan.
Absolutely.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you in the next episode of the SAM Podcast.